Hello sunshine, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making number 311 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. Today's granny square is called Hello Sunshine. That's why I said it in the beginning of this video, because this is such a beautiful pattern. It is on my website, YARNutopia.com. We're using, you can see it already, those popcorn stitches. I'm obsessed. They're so cool. And we're making these lovely petals, and it just reminded me of sunshine, this bright sunshine square. So it is called Hello Sunshine. You can find that on my website. I'll put the link in the description of this video. It's also on the link in the post of today's square on Facebook, so make sure you check that out. In today's square, I am using 5 different colors today. You can use as many colors as you want. We're doing 8 rounds in today's granny square. So I'm using Red Heart Super Saver yarn. This is just a little bit of scrap yarn that I have just lying around from scrap projects, or from previous projects. These are just the scraps that I have accumulated over time. I have so many scraps I got to get through this year. So this is a 10 ply size 4 worsted weight medium yarn. You can use any double knitting yarn, worsted weight yarn, or any scraps that you have lying around. And I'm going to demonstrate this square with an H size crochet hook, which is 5 millimeters, so make sure you have that handy, as well as a yarn needle and a scissor, because we'll be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends, and these tools come in handy. Today's granny square measures about 18 centimeters, which is about 7 inches. Now, the very last round is optional. We do pin down these petals on the very last round, as you can see there, but that is optional as well. You can, switch it up, do a single crochet round if you want it to be smaller, or you can use a smaller crochet hook as well to make yours smaller, or you can go on to making more single crochet or double crochet rounds to make yours bigger. It's really versatile in that last round there. So before we start, I have to mention there are links in the description of this video. So like I said, there is a link to the written pattern for this granny square, and there's also a link to my Facebook and Instagram, so make sure you share your photos. Find this post on Facebook, and in the comment section share your photo. I absolutely have to see your pictures today because I want to see what your little popcorn stitches and petals turn out to look like. Also share a photo on Instagram and hashtag YARNutopia. You can also hashtag 365 days of granny squares so that I can see your square today. But if you make any of my projects, any of my patterns, you can hashtag YARNutopia on Instagram, and I'll be able to see your photos of anything you're working on while you're crocheting. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram, but you can also follow me on Snapchat. And lastly, I have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make this video with us. He's our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you would, hit that I in the corner of your video. That's for more information, and you can support YARNutopia so we can keep bringing you wonderful crochet content. So support us in any way you can. No amount is too small. So thanks so much for watching. Let's get started and make number 311 granny square. Let's start out by making a slip knot. So put your short end over the long end, then fold that down and pull that through. Pull tight, insert your hook, and we can start. Let's start out by chaining 4. So yarn over and then pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, 3, and 4. And now we're going to go to the first chain way over here, go in, and then we're going to slip stitch to form a ring. So yarn over and pull through that loop on your hook. Okay, and that forms a ring. If you know how to start with the magic ring, you can start that way as well, but we're going to go on to round 1, just chain up 1. And we're going to put 8 single crochets into this ring. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a single crochet. So that was 1, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 2. This is 3. This is 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now if you need to, count back 8, and we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round. So right in here, go into the stitch, then yarn over and pull through that loop on your hook. Okay, so that's round number 1, just like that. Going on to round number 2, if you need to, you can manipulate your stitches to kind of make them look a little better, not so squished and everything. I am going to keep the same color. If you want to, you can fasten off here, change your color, and start in any stitch around. I'm just going to stick with this color, and we're going to chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to make a beginning popcorn stitch in the same stitch right here. So a beginning popcorn stitch, we're going to put 4 double crochets into that same stitch. So yarn over, go back into that stitch that we just slip stitched into, then yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 more loops. Okay, that's a double crochet. So we have to put 4 of those in there. So that was 1. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's 2. This is 3 in the same stitch. This is 4. Okay, in the same stitch. So now it actually looks like there's 5 stitches because this chain up 3 here counts as 1. Now what we're going to do to make our popcorn stitch, we're going to remove our hook from this loop. So I kind of pulled that up a little bit, then remove the hook. And now we're going to go into the top of this chain up 3 right here. We're going to insert our hook in there. Okay, in this front loop here, and then in that back loop right there. Just like that. Then yarn over with that loop, put that loop back on your hook, just like that, and then pull it through that chain up 3. Okay, and then you can pull tight. It kind of folds everything in half, so you can see the popcorn has been created. So now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put a popcorn stitch in the very next stitch right here. So a popcorn stitch, regular popcorn stitch, is 5 double crochets in the same stitch. So this is 1, going back in for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then we're going to make this popcorn stitch, so we're going to pull this loop up and remove our hook. We're going to go into the first double crochet of this grouping here, and then put that loop back on the hook. Okay, kind of pull it tight, and then pull it through that stitch, just like that. Then pull tight, and it folds that whole grouping in half, making our nice popcorn. And we're just going to repeat this around. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Put 5 double crochets into the very next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then remove your hook from this loop here. Put it in the first double crochet of that grouping and put that loop back on your hook and pull it through. Then pull tight to fold that in half, making your popcorn stitch. Okay, then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And just repeat that in each stitch around for 8 popcorn stitches in total and 8 chain 3 spaces. And then I'll meet you up for round 3. When you're finished with your last popcorn stitch, make sure to chain 3 and then slip stitch to the first popcorn stitch of this round. You can either go into the beginning of the beginning chain up 3 right in there. You can go in the middle of your popcorn stitch, which was what I'm going to do, or you can go into the first chain of your chain 3 space here. I'm going to go in the center of my popcorn stitch right in here, and then yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, just like that. So that was round 2. Going on to round 3, if you're not changing color, just slip stitch into this chain 3 space and chain up 3 and go on to round 3 with me. But I'm going to actually chain 1 here and cut that yarn, pull it through and pull tight. I'm going to change color. So if you're changing color, you can start in any chain 3 space. So I'm just going to go in this one right here. I'm going to hook on a new yarn and pull that through and then chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to make a beginning popcorn stitch in the same chain 3 space. So remember how I showed you the beginning popcorn stitch from the previous round? We're going to put 4 double crochets in this chain 3 space. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 1, this is 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to remove the hook, go into the chain up 3, okay, right in this front loop and back loop here, just like that. Then put that loop back on your hook and pull it through that chain up 3 and pull tight, and there's your beginning popcorn. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put a regular popcorn stitch into the same chain 3 space. So you know how to do popcorns by now. Just put 5 double crochets in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then remove your hook from this loop, go into the first double crochet of that grouping, put the loop back on your hook, and then pull it through and pull tight. So it's popcorn stitch, chain 3, and popcorn stitch in the chain 3 space. Then you're going to chain 3 and then hop to the next chain 3 space and repeat. So put a popcorn stitch, which is 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then finish off your popcorn just like that. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then put another popcorn stitch in the same chain 3 space. Okay, then chain 3 and hop to the next chain 3 space and make a popcorn stitch, chain 3, and a popcorn stitch in that chain 3 space. And you're just going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, so I'm just making that popcorn stitch just like that. So there's a popcorn stitch, chain 3, popcorn stitch in the chain 3 space. So now I'm finished with that chain 3 space. I'm going to chain 3 and then hop to the next chain 3 space and make a popcorn stitch, chain 3, and a popcorn stitch. I feel like I'm repeating myself. So I'll just let you do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up for round 4. Alright, when you're finished with your last popcorn stitch, be sure to chain 3 and then slip stitch to your first popcorn stitch, just like I showed you in the last round. I'm going to slip stitch in the center of it, right in there. Go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Now, if you're not changing color and going on to the next round, slip stitch into this chain 3 space right between. You can see there's 2 popcorn stitches in this space here. We're going to start in a space, in a chain 3 space between the 2. Okay, so we're not going to start in a chain 3 space over here where there's like separated, you know what I mean, where there's these groupings in this chain 3 space and these groupings in this chain 3 space. We're not going to start there. We're going to start in between 2 of the popcorn stitches, right, like this, right in here, okay? But I'm going to change color here, so I'm going to chain 1 and cut my yarn, pull it all the way through and pull it tight, and I'm going to start in that chain 3 space right in there. Okay, I'm going to grab a new yarn, hook it on the hook and pull it through, and then chain up 1. Okay, going on to round 4, we are going to put a series of stitches in this chain 3 space to make our petals. So we are going to put a single crochet, so go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then we're going to put a half double crochet, so yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. That's a half double crochet. Then we're going to double crochet, so yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a double crochet. You know how to do that already. And then we are going to treble crochet, so yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 more loops, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook, just like that. That's a treble crochet. Now we're going to make something called a picot. So we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to slip stitch into that 3rd chain from the hook, right in here. I'm going to go in that back ridge there. You can see that there's like 2 loops here, 1, 2. I'm going to go behind it in here. Okay, yarn over and pull through and pull through. It really doesn't matter where you slip stitch as long as it's in the 3rd chain from that hook. Okay, the one right after the treble crochet. Then we're going to put a treble crochet back into that chain 3 space. So yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Then we're going to still put a double crochet in there, so only yarn over once for a double crochet. Then we're going to put a half double crochet, so yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And put a single crochet, so go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And there's your little petal. How cute is that? Alright, now we are going to chain 2, 1 and 2. We're going to skip over this next chain 3 space right here, and we're going to make our next petal in this chain 3 space here. So we're going to put a single crochet, then a half double crochet, then a double crochet, then a treble crochet, then a picot, so chain 3, slip stitch in that third chain right here. Okay, slip stitch, then treble crochet back into that chain 3 space, then double crochet in there, half double crochet in there, and single crochet in there. And there's your next petal. Love it. So now we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, skip this next chain 3 space here, and work your next petal in this next chain 3 space. So just keep doing that all the way around, and don't forget to skip those chain 3 spaces when you chain 2 in between your petals. So you have it looking like this. If you need to rewind this video to see what I did over here, just do it all the way around. You'll have 8 petals by the end here, and in the next round we're actually going to be working in the chain 3 spaces that we skipped, and we're going to work over the top of these chain 2 spaces. So I'll show you how to do that after this round, but just work this round on your own, and then I will meet you up at the end. Alright, when you finish your last petal here, just chain your last 2 and then slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round right in here. Just go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now, whether or not you're changing color, you're going to have to fasten off anyway, so chain 1, cut that, pull it all the way through and pull tight. And this next round we are going to work in the chain 3 spaces that were skipped from round 3 here. So right in here, and we're going to work around the chain 2 spaces from round 4. Okay, so we're working round 5 right now. And I'm grabbing a new color. You can use any color you want. I'm hooking it on the hook and pulling it through. Okay, working around both of the chains, we are going to chain up 1. And then we're going to single crochet in there as well. So go in, yarn over, pull through. You can even pull up a little bit, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, just like that. Then we're going to, let's see here, single crochet in the same place. Then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to go behind this petal, so around this petal, to the next chain 3 space right here. And we're going to single crochet in there. You can see here that my chain went in front of my petal. I'm actually going to put it behind the petal. Okay, we want the chain 4 spaces to be behind the petal. Go into that chain 3 space around both of those chain spaces. Okay, yarn over and pull through, pull up, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so you can see that chain 4 space back there. Then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hop to the next chain space that's open after this petal here. We're going to go into there, make a single crochet, and then move that petal to the front. Okay, just like that. So you can see that we're doing that all the way around. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop to the next chain 3 space that we skipped, go in, yarn over, pull through 2, and move that petal to the front. Okay, so do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up for the next round. When you chain your last 4, be sure to slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round. Just go into the stitch, and then yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And then make sure that your petal is in front of that chain 4 space there. So this is what the back should look like. You should have your chain 4 spaces behind each petal, just like that. Now we're going to work into the chain 4 spaces. So if you want to, you can change color here. You can fasten off and then start in any chain 4 space. I'm not going to change color yet. I'm just going to slip stitch into this chain 4 space, just like that. And then I'm going to chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now in the same space, we're going to start making our corner, our square shape now. So in this same chain space, we're going to put 3 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 1, this is 2, 3, and 4. Just kidding, 3. We have to have 4 in total, which this chain of 3 counts as 1, so that's 4. Sorry guys if that confused you. You just have to put 3 there because that chain of 3 counts as a stitch. So it should look like there's 4. Okay, corners are going to be 4 double crochet, chain 2, 4 double crochet. So, which means we're going to make our corner. We're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to put 4 more double crochets into this chain space. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, there's our corner of our square. Now we're going to hop into this next chain 4 space right here, and we're going to put 4 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now in the next chain 4 space, we're going to make our next corner. So it's 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 4 more double crochets in that same space. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and now we're just going to repeat this all the way around. So in this next chain 4 space, put 4 double crochets, and then the next chain 4 space gets the corner. So just do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up for the next round. When you come back around, make sure to slip stitch to your beginning chain up 3 here. Just go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. And then if you put your petals down, you can see that there is a square shape forming here, just like that. Okay, so now going on to the next round, I'm not going to change color. If you want to, you can change color, fasten off here, start in any stitch around. We're just going to do a basic double crochet round for round 7. So chain up 3. And then just double crochet into the next stitch and in each stitch until you hit the corner, and in the corners we're going to put 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 3 more double crochets in the corner. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then we're going to double crochet into each stitch on the side. It should be 12 stitches, and then in the next corner we're going to put 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. So it's a very simple double crochet round, but this next round is quite interesting because these petals I noticed were kind of curling forward, so I kind of want to pin them down in the next round. So I'll show you how to do that after this round, so just double crochet around. Alright, when you're finished with this round, just double crocheting around, we're going to slip stitch to this top of this chain up 3 here, so go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now, this next round, I'm going to fasten off here, so chain 1, cut your yarn, pull it through, and pull tight, and we're going to start in a corner. At this point, if your square is big enough, you can end here. It looks fabulous, but my points are kind of coming to the very edge here, and I want to just make it a little bit taller, a little bit bigger of a square. So I'm going to start in a corner. You can start in any corner around. Okay, I'm just going to hook on this hook here. Okay, and then chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. Now what we're going to do is skip this next stitch and then double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, then we're going to double crochet in the stitch we skipped, working behind the stitch that we just made. So pull this forward, yarn over, go into the stitch that you skipped, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And that makes a little X shape here, X stitch, I guess. And we're going to do that across until 4 times here. So that was 1 time. So yarn over, skip the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, then double crochet into the skipped stitch. Okay, so that's twice. Then skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, then double crochet in the stitch you skipped, working behind this double crochet here. So that's 3, And one more time, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, then double crochet in the stitch you skipped. And now this part is optional. If you don't want to tack down this petal here, you can just keep doing what you're doing. Skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, then double crochet in the skipped stitch, and just do it all the way to the corner without tacking this down. But I'm going to tack this down. So what I'm going to do is yarn over. I'm going to go into the picot, so you can kind of stretch this out and see there's a chain 3 space there. I'm going to go into that chain 3 space. I'm going to look back here. I'm going to skip this stitch and double crochet into this stitch here. So I'm going to yarn over and pull through there and pull through that picot there. Then finish off my double crochet. Then I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to go to the back of this double crochet I just made, but I'm going to go on this side of it into the chain 3 space, okay, right here, going into the chain 3 space of the picot, and then into the stitch I skipped, okay, just like that. Yarn over, pull through both of those layers, okay, then yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So I just made an X stitch in the picot, but also working into those stitches behind there. Okay, so now it's all tacked down and it looks lovely. So now we're going to continue working just like how we worked on this side here, working until the next corner. So skip this next stitch and double crochet into this next stitch, then double crochet into the skipped stitch, then skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, then double crochet in that skipped stitch, working behind your work. Double crochet, well, skip the stitch, double crochet in the next, and then double crochet in your skipped stitch, working behind the double crochet. And one more time here. Okay, so there should be 4 X stitches on this side as well. On this side of this petal. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now in the corners we are working it like this: 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Then we're going to work 1 double crochet into this picot here. So yarn over, go into the picot, but also go into the corner chain 2 space, so in both layers. Then yarn over and pull through. Okay, you can kind of pull up. Then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We're still going to work 2 double crochets on this side of the petal in the chain 2 space still. So 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Okay, so that's kind of like an extended double crochet we worked into this petal. So it's 2 double crochets, a long double crochet into that petal, and then 2 more double crochets into the corner. So there's 5 stitches in the corner in total, and that kind of stretches it out and it pulls it down, tacks it down, and it looks lovely. Okay, so we're just going to repeat then that all the way around what we just did. So if you need to, you can rewind this. I'll show you one more time a little faster here. We're going to skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, and then double crochet in the skipped stitch. And we're going to do that 4 times. So that was 1. This is 2. This is 3, and then this is 4. Okay, then we're going to tack down this next petal. So we're going to yarn over, go into the chain 3 picot, skip that stitch, go into that stitch for a double crochet, then yarn over, working behind this double crochet here. We're going to go back into the picot, and we're going to go into the skipped stitch here and make a double crochet. Oopsie, yarn over first. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so you've made your X stitch in the picot. Then we're going to just continue working these X stitches. There should be 4 more here. That's 1. This is 2. This is 3. Ooh. And this is 4. Okay, and then you hit the corner, and in the corners we are putting 2 double crochets, Then we're going to put a double crochet into the picot of this petal here and into the chain 2 corner space. Just like this, you can pull up to make it a long extended double crochet. And then we're going to put 2 more double crochets into the corner chain space. Just like that. So you can see that. Love it. So just repeat that all the way around. You have 2 more sides to do and 2 corners. I'll meet you up when I get back to the beginning corner because we still have to finish that off tacking this petal down. So I'll do that. So I'll meet you up at that point. Alright, when you come back around, you still have to put 2 double crochets into this first corner, and then put a double crochet into this picot of this last petal here, into the corner, and pull up and finish off that double crochet, and then also put 1 more double crochet into the corner. And then we're going to slip stitch to our beginning chain up 3 right here, go in, yarn over, pull through and through, and now we can fasten off. Our pattern's done. So chain up 1, cut that yarn, pull it through and pull tight, grab your yarn needle and sew in all of your ends. And there it is. Number 311 granny square is finished. Oh my goodness, it looks so absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for watching every single day. I love seeing your colors and your designs and what everybody's making. So make sure you share your photos on the Facebook and on the Instagram. Make sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares. There you go, cut any extra. You may need to block this square, stretch it out, make sure that it looks fabulous to your liking. And there it is, how lovely. Awesome. Tomorrow is a special day, so I will see you then. Happy hooking!